Welcome to the evening yoga class where we start out with a great yoga practice and with relaxation, which is the perfect practice because what it does is it helps release the stress of the day, and then we settle everything down, and that supports sleep. So it's a perfect practice that you want to do at night. You know, just a reminder, you do not do a super intense practice at night, unless you're working a nighttime shift. If you want to sleep at night, you want to do a practice that is going to settle everything down in the body and support the body for sleep. It's very important. All right, let's get started. Okay, so let's release the day by turning on the air conditioning for Lily. He's already got the fan going. We're going to start out actually laying on our backs today. So let's go to the back. That's different. Laying on our backs. And bring your feet up so that we're going to start out in bridge. Make sure you have your blocks and your bolster and everything you need. So starting out in bridge, pressing through your feet, draw your knees in together, and then push up. You push up by pressing into your feet. And then lower, and as you lower, draw your right knee in. Extend the left leg. Take the right knee across the body. Open up that right arm. And then release from there, and then push back up into bridge. Hold it. Pushing up. And then lowering and drawing the left knee in. Extending that right leg, taking it across the body. And then release. Coming back up into bridge. Push into your feet. Good, and then releasing down. Draw both knees in. Open up your arms. Take your legs to the right side. You're hovering above the ground. And then come back up and take your legs to the right. And then up and going across. And then up and moving across. Do it with control. Take it slow. Up and release. And up and release. And up and release. One more, up and release. Good. And then from there, hands are going to go at your side body, and we're going to lift the legs straight up. Lowering the right leg only, hovering above the ground, and then lift back up. Left leg lowers and lift. Right leg lowers, lift. Left and lift. Right and lift. Go left and up. Lower right leg down. Left leg down. Right leg. Left leg. One more time. Right leg. Left leg. Okay, now you continue to alternate, or both legs lower, hover above the ground, stay in control there, come back up. It's nice and slow, you guys. Lower. Hover above the ground. Come back up. You can do it. Okay, lower.
Stay there, hover above the ground. Not yet, Patty. And then come back up. All right, ready? Lower. Now hold it there, hold it. And come back up. Nice. 4 more, you can do it. Lower, oh my God, 4. Yeah, 4. And then up. And lower. Hover, up. 2 more, lower, hover, and lift. 1 more, lower, hover, and then bring your feet in, push up into bridge. Oh, bridge feels like a freaking dream now. Wow, this is easy. Nice. Oh, hello, abs. And then release down. Open up your arms again to the side. Draw your legs in. Now, you can keep the legs bent and do the whole thing with bent legs, or you're going to straighten and lower to the right, or to the left. We'll go to the left. Hover. And then if you need to, bend the knees, come up, straighten, lower to the right. Hover. Now if you need to, bend the knees, come up, straighten, lower, hover. Now if you can, bring them back up. Ooh, requiring a lot of abdominal work here. Then lowering to the other side. Come back up. Again, lowering and up and lower, lift. Okay, 1 more set. Lower, lift, and lower, lift. Awesome. Come back into bridge. Arms to your side. Ooh, that feels so good. Right leg now reaches straight up. Hold it there. Press actively into the left foot. And then we're going to lower the right leg down. As you do that, you push more into that left foot. Hover above the ground. Hover, hover, hover. And then bring it in. Then the left leg goes straight up. Reach. Nice. Keep reaching. And lowering that leg, hovering above the ground. Hover, hover, hover. And bring it in. Release. Draw your knees into your chest and then go in a circle. The knees move to the outside. Come back in. Outside. And come back in. And go in the other direction. Come back in. Good. And then we're going to lift our arms above the head. Legs go straight up. We have 1 more round. We're going to lower the right leg and then lift the upper body. And then release. Lower. Arms above the head. Then lift back up and the left leg lowers. And then lift. Lower. Right leg. And then lift. Arms going up and down. Lift. Left leg. Up and down. Right leg. Good. Left leg. And you can continue to alternate or do both legs. And come up. And both legs. And up. And both legs. And up. Both legs. Hold it there. Arms reach above the head. Right leg comes up, reach with the left hand, lower. Left leg, right hand, lower. Right leg, left hand, lower. Left leg, right hand, lower. Right, left, lower, left, right, lower. One more set. Lower, up, draw in. Woo, bridge. Well, remember I talked a little bit about torture, Willie? Yeah. Yeah. The fun is like, yes, and here we are in torture. All right, legs come up. We're gonna lower. Lift up in a seated position. Okay, right leg goes up and over the left leg and then rotate. Hi, Willie.
Hi, Marie. I warmed up for
Aren't
you.
you happy to be here today?
I warmed up for you this morning. That you doing all right. Good.
You guys are gonna just feel amazing after so strong. So great.
And then release. We're switching. Left leg comes up, goes over the right, extended leg, and rotate. That was hard, you guys. That was good.
Yeah.
You might be a little sore tomorrow. That's okay. That's positive. We're working. And then release. Both legs come up, and we're going to come onto the feet. I got to put my mic away. So you guys can hear me. Hold on, let me fix the mic. Okay. So come onto the feet and go into a forward fold. Come to the top of your mat. Good. And then inhale, come up. Good. Exhale, sit. Hold it. Arms in, come up. Now draw your navel in and see if you can sit deeper. And then bring the hands down. And then you're still seated. And then come back up and sit a little deeper. And then reach. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale, extension. Step back, right leg lunge. Open up. And then step back, down dog. And hollow in your belly. Drop down onto your knees. We're going to shift forward into plank, or you can do full plank. But we're going to be doing 5 push-ups. So down and up. 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 Good. Lower all the way down. Push up Bhujanasana, Cobra. And take it back, down dog. Pause there. Get hollow in your belly. Then right leg steps forward. High lunge. And then back leg comes in. Coming into an extension. Hold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, sit. And we stay here. Then inhale up with the arms and sit a little deeper. Bring your hands to the heart. Bring the arms back up and sit a little deeper. Hold it there. Draw the navel in. And reach. Forward fold. Inhale, extension. Step back, right leg lunge, but this time we're going to drop the back knee so we get a bigger hip stretch. Front of the hip. Got it. And then stepping back, down dog. Hold it there, get hollow in your belly. I hate that. The way that they're making the tights now are up so high that they roll down. Do you get that at all? They just like roll down. Okay, then we shift into plank. 5 push-ups, you guys. You can modify to your knees. I have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Push-up Bhujanasana. Nice. Take it back. Out of Uttanasana. Down dog. Right leg steps forward, lunge. And we drop the back knee to open up the hip. And lifting back up. Step that back leg in. Extension. Oh. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Sit. Inhale. Sit deeper. Draw the navel in. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale back up. Sit deeper. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, extension. Step back into plank and lower all the way down. Lift up cobra. And take it back. Down dog. Right leg steps forward, warrior 1, and come up. Reach. Good, and then rotate. You can use a block, of course. Swing the arm around and step back into plank. Lower. Lift. Back, down dog. Left leg then steps forward. Warrior 1, reach. And then rotate. Swing the arm around, step back, plank. Lower. Lift. Back, down dog. Right leg steps forward, warrior 2. Open up. Reach. Down the middle right finger. Strong and steady. Relax your shoulders, you guys. Back hand comes around and we rotate. So you can either lift your heel and rotate or keep the heel down. That's going to make it a more intense rotation, deeper rotation. Swing the arm around and then step back. Plank. Lower. Lift. Back, down dog.
Left leg steps forward, warrior two, open up. Look down that little left finger and relax the shoulders, but stay strong in the pose. Back hand comes around. You can lift that heel or keep it down, reach, rotate. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, and then take it back, down dog. Good, right leg steps forward. We're gonna go into Tridoshic, reach and extend. Or you can go deeper. Use it, so really just need to go wider, so bring that, yeah. There you go, here's your ball. So if you're using the block, it's in the front, here. And swing that arm around, keep your back heel down, and then take your block to the baby toe side of the foot, or your hand. So one or the other. You might have to pull your back foot in so that your forearm goes to the side of your shin and then you rotate. Reach. It's big. Release. And then step back into plank. Lower. Lift. Back. Down dog. Left leg steps forward. Tridoshic. So same thing. You can modify here or use a block. Come to the front. Got it. That arm, right arm goes alongside the ear. It's nice. Then the upper arm swings around. Now, if you're using a block, it goes to the baby toe side of the foot. Pull the back foot in a little bit. And you want the arm on the side of your shin. And then reach. Super strong. Rotate that torso. It's hard. Swing the arm around. Step back, plank. Lower. Lift. All right, back, child's pose. Big toes together, open up your knees. Rest, arms behind you. All right, coming back up into down dog.
Step forward, right leg, Trikonasana. Block is on the baby toe side of the foot. Line up the front heel with the arch of the back. And then reach, straighten both legs. Lean back. That means you want your torso lining up with your front leg. Both legs straight, lift your kneecaps. We're going to move from this pose into Ardha Chandrasana and then go into Parvarita Trikonasana. It's just an easier transition. So we've not done this before. Release the upper arm. If you have a block, it goes with you. Reach out the distance of your torso. Lift your back leg up. Get steady there. Leg in the air is strong. Then release your arm. Eyes are on the ground here to start, but then you turn your head. And then we're going to lower, but as you lower, the back leg comes down and kind of pulls out a little bit so you can square your hips. Right hip moves back. Left hip moves forward. Move it in. Good. And then your hand goes right next to the big toe or baby toe side of the foot. Block or without is fine. And then open up. Parvarita Trikonasana. Big rotation. Stack the right shoulder on top of the left. Swing the arm around and step back, plank, lower, lift, back, down dog. Hold it there. Get hollow in your belly. Left leg steps forward, Trikonasana using a block or hand on the floor. Line up front heel with the arch of the back foot, reach. Torso lines up with the front leg. Hold it there. Lean back a little bit. Lean back a little bit. Yeah, so if you have to come up a little bit higher above the knee, that's fine, Patty, that's perfect. Because you've got your torso perfectly lined up. Open up the chest, open it up. So it should be Parvarita Trikonasana. Ardha Chandrasana now that we're going into. So you're in Trikonasana, and then we're releasing the arm and reach out. Lift the back leg, heads down. Heads down. Leg in the air, strong. Then release your arm. Eyes are on the ground, but then you turn them to the side. And then you lower the back leg down. When you lower it, pull it out a little bit so that you can turn your torso. Left hip pulls back. Right hip comes forward. And then Parvarita Trikonasana, stack, left shoulder on top of the right. Straighten your legs, you guys. Here we go. Great, and then let the arm line up right up out of the shoulder instead of dropping to the back. Yeah, that looks great, you guys. Fantastic. Swing the arm around, step back, plank, lower, lift, and then child's pose. Relax. Good job. Take that rest. So Willie, take a block underneath your head, that's fine. So that way you can completely rest. Good. All right, and then we're going to come out of that back into down dog. Right leg steps forward for a high lunge. Drop the back knee. Walk the foot over. If you have a blanket or a bolster or a block, you want to place it underneath the right glutes. We're going into pigeon. Drop. Stay lifted. And then start working that left hip down. Work it down. Now, if you have to have your heel a little closer to the groin so you can get the hip down a little more, that's fine. But eventually you want to move that heel up. I'm going to try to have a little bit more restorative tonight because last week we didn't have much. Last week we had 10 minutes. Kind of got carried away.
Yeah.
You're doing great, Lily. That's a hard pose. And then if you can, lower. Good, and then from there, we're gonna swing that back leg around. So if you are on a block or a blanket, you have to come off or lower it. Lower it. So that left leg comes around. You want both sit bones down, and then we rotate to the left. Good, and then stacking your knees, going into a variation of double pigeon. Feet are by your hips, drop down. Good, and then from there we lean forward, pull your blanket out, and step back into down dog. Left leg then steps forward for a lunge, drop the back knee, and again we walk that foot over. Now your blanket goes underneath the left glutes, drop. Stay up. Stay lifted at first. Good. Move the right hip down this time. Yeah, you got it. This is your hard side, Willie. Pull your front heel into your groin a little bit more, so it's not so hard.
So down, down, pull your heel like this. Pull this heel down. That'll make it easier. You got it.
Oh, that was a killer.
It's hard. It's hard. So instead of having this foot up so high, you bring it down. That'll make it a little easier. Just, yeah, do what you got to do because you're in a pretty good position there. You're almost lined up foot to knee. That's the hardest position to be in. Drop your right hip. Drop it, drop it, drop it. And then lower. Good, and then that back leg comes around. And we rotate. Okay. That's it, perfect. Willie, you have come so far. I hope you know that. It's like, think about how hard it was when you first started. Remember, you couldn't do hardly anything. Now you're doing everything.
Great teacher, I guess.
No, it's you. You have to just do it, right? Okay, then you stack your knees. And, oh, drop forward. If you're too high up on your blanket, you can lower a little bit. I'm actually at the perfect height, so you just go right into it. All right, and then we're coming out of that, and now we're going into our restorative postures. Okay, you need a bolster and a block, at least one. Bolster and a block. We're going to open up the chest to start. It's restorative, so it should be relaxing, completely relaxing. Hold on. Your arms are going to go to the above, if you're on your bolster, above the top of the bolster, and your head is supported. And just relax there. Should be opening up the chest and helping, encouraging the shoulder blades back. This is what we want. We want the chest to be open and that back to be strong. So eventually you can lower your block. So right now I have my block a little higher, and then I'm gonna lower it. And that feels really comfortable. If it does feel comfortable, then you could go ahead and do that. Good, and then from there, we're gonna roll to one side, slowly come out of that. Take your bolster to one side. One leg stays extended, the outside leg comes up and goes over. And I do want you to support the left shoulder, so we're doing a rotation. And relax, the head stays up in neutral. Relax. Remember, restorative postures are complete total relaxation. Willie, you okay? How'd you do that? Oh, shoot. Now, if you can bring your leg up a little bit higher. That's fine as long as you're not holding it there. And then slowly, slowly coming out of that, we're gonna roll to the other side. Take your bolster over. Blanket switches. And then that outside leg from the bolster comes up. And then support the shoulder and the arm on the other side. Head stays up in neutral. Good, and then coming out of that, we're gonna end with a simple forward. It's like a forward folding position. You'll take one block underneath your bolster. It's like child's pose. If you need a block underneath, seated here, or use a blanket so that you don't have weight on the top of your foot, do that. Or if you need support with your knees. Bring the bolster into the groin and then drop down and turn your head to one side, rest. You can take the bolster up higher if you would like, if that's more supportive for you, that's fine. Or you can keep it a little lower. Find out what works for you. So anytime during the pose, if your neck starts to tweak, turn your head and look in the other direction. That's all you need to do. Okay, and then setting yourself up for Shavasana, coming out of that, supporting your low back by placing the bolster underneath your knees, and then laying back. Hands rest palms up alongside the body. Cover your eyes and relax. I can't turn off the light, you guys, because I forgot my backlight. Remember, Shavasana means corpse pose, so it is a total, complete relaxation. Completely letting go. Good, and begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Slowly rolling to your right side. Bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Pause there. Bring your hands together, connect your thumbs to your heart. Close your eyes. Take a moment to allow the breath to settle into the body to settle into the ground. Feel your attention moving inward, deeply into the body. Begin to feel your physical structure, allowing that acknowledgement, that feeling to help you notice grounding. That you are more rooted, more centered, more stable. May you have a wonderful sleep tonight and a peaceful evening. Namaste. Good job.